In the message movement, marriage isn't just a legal ceremony, it's a spiritual covenant defined by a single promise. The doctrine, Vow Marries You, not marriage rights, shifts authority from the state to a personal vow before God. William Branham taught that no preacher or magistrate actually marries a couple. It is their own vow that binds them. Legal rights were seen as a mere bill of rights for the state, separate from the spiritual union itself. Branham stated, "Your vow is sacred. That's what marries you anyhow," making the promise the core of the union. He often cited Joseph and Mary, noting they were betrothed, yet recognized by God as husband and wife. This meant that a promise to marry was as binding as the wedding itself in the spiritual realm. The doctrine reached its most complex stage in the February 1965 sermon, Marriage and Divorce. Branham claimed this teaching was a direct "Thus saith the Lord" following the opening of the seven seals. This sermon introduced starkly different rules for men and women regarding divorce and remarriage. Branham argued a man could divorce and remarry if his wife committed adultery or took a false vow. He based this on the nature of man seen in Old Testament polygamy, asserting men had more flexibility. However, he taught that a woman is bound to her husband as long as he lives, citing Romans 7:2. For a woman to remarry while her first husband was alive was labeled perpetual adultery. Perhaps most controversial was the teaching on hair. Branham claimed a man could divorce a wife who cut her hair. He famously stated that the Bible gives a man the right to leave a wife who cuts her hair. These teachings have profoundly impacted message communities, shaping marital stability and social norms. Because the vow is what marries, courtship is highly regulated, often emphasizing physical virginity. In some regions like Uganda, these doctrines have even led to the reinstatement of polygamy among splinter groups. Branham did offer a grace period for those already in second marriages before the 1963 revelation. Mainstream Christianity largely views these teachings as a departure from traditional New Testament exegesis. Most denominations hold to a strict one-man, one-woman interpretation, requiring public ceremonies. For message believers, the sacred vow remains a defining point of faith and identity. Critics argue these rules can trap women, while followers see them as divine protection for the home. The doctrine continues to be debated and practiced in thousands of churches across the globe. Ultimately, it teaches that God looks at the heart's promise more than the paper from the state, a spiritual covenant that for many transcends the legal rights of the modern world. Understanding these doctrines provides a window into the unique theology of the message movement. Thank you for joining us for this investigation into the history of faith. Stay tuned for more deep dives into church history and doctrine.